Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Dr. Leigh Finnegan announcing the death of Luna Nozawa once she was done fighting so hard to save her life on the CBS soap. But it makes you wonder if Leigh followed through with her duty as a doctor, only to have her protective mother role kick in and end Luna's life in the recovery room. Did Leigh do her ethical duty as a doctor and then decide to eliminate the danger for her son's family? Or is something else going on behind the scenes with Leigh Finnegan? Bold and the Beautiful threw out a few hints about Leigh Finnegan's Naomi Masuda mindset over Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada, even before this triple shooting took place. She talked with Finn about Luna's upbringing. Both this mother and son carried some guilt for not being there for Luna. So, while Leigh despised Luna for what she had done, a part of her felt sorry for her. This was a change for Leigh, who didn't seem to care for Luna at all after her horrendous deeds. Then, once Leigh had Luna on the operating table, she used the term Nozawa power to seemingly bring her back to life. Okay, it was likely a coincidence, but she said it, and Luna seemed to respond by breathing again. It was as if, in that moment, Leigh finally recognized Luna as part of her family after seemingly disowning her. Still, it is what went on in the recovery room that starts another bold and beautiful mystery. The last thing Bold and the Beautiful viewers got to see of Luna Nozawa is when Leigh Finnegan insisted on staying alone with her in the recovery room. Leigh sent Dr. Bridget Forrester Ashley Jones away, saying she could handle Luna's recovery process alone. Then we learn that Luna is dead. Leigh comes out to the waiting area and announces that Luna passed away in the recovery room. But depending on which way Bold and the Beautiful goes with this, Luna could still be alive. Remember when Finn was pronounced dead a while back on BNB? Leigh orchestrated an elaborate ploy to nurse him back from the dead. Is Leigh up to her old tricks again? Bold and the Beautiful has done away with Luna's character for now, but that doesn't mean we won't see her again. Leigh once went to great lengths to keep Finn alive after he was pronounced dead. She rented an apartment and turned it into something resembling a hospital facility. She finagled a transport of her son, who was given a death certificate to that room. Leigh then secretly nursed him back to life, without anyone knowing. So, after Sheila Carter, Kimberlin Brown shot Finn, Leigh secretly brought him back to life. Now, after confessing to Finn that she felt sorry for Luna Nozawa, you have to wonder if Leigh whisked Luna away in the same fashion as she did a seemingly dead Finn. Maybe Leigh has plans of locking Luna up and keeping her away from Finn and his family until she can rehabilitate her. Or did she see a chance in that recovery room and kill her newfound granddaughter to save her son's family from a life of danger? Leigh Finnegan finagled it so she was alone in the recovery room with Luna on the Bold and the Beautiful. Leigh never once faltered as a doctor. She did everything she could to keep Luna alive. But as Finn's mother, she may have seen the opportunity to rid him of a life of grief and end Luna's life. It seems awfully fishy that Leigh emptied the recovery room by saying she would stay with her niece, and then Luna is dead. She died despite the operation being a success. So, there are a few ways B&B could go with Luna Nozawa's demise. She could have killed her, or even possibly faked a death. But it could just be that Luna Nozawa really did die of complications in the recovery room, like Leigh Finnegan reported on the CBS soap. In the swirling madness of the Bold and the Beautiful, few characters stir more suspicion than the icy and enigmatic Dr. Leigh Finnegan. Her recent actions have raised terrifying questions. Did Leigh kill her own niece, Luna Nozawa, or is she orchestrating one of the most twisted fake deaths in soap history? Luna had everything going for her: a high-profile job at Forrester Creations, a blossoming romance with RJ Forrester, and newfound connections to a powerful, though dysfunctional, family. But her meteoric rise came crashing down after a mysterious incident left her clinging to life. Reports circulated of Luna being rushed to the hospital, unconscious, after a medical emergency triggered under suspicious circumstances. And at the center of it all was Leigh, the only doctor in the room and the last person seen with Luna before she vanished from the public eye. Shortly afterward, Lee made a chilling announcement. Luna had died. But something about it didn't sit right. There was no memorial, no obituary, no confirmation from the hospital, not even a single tear from Lee. In fact, her stoic demeanor and eerie calm in the wake of the death raised eyebrows across the canvas. And now, fans and characters alike are beginning to wonder, did Lee really kill Luna, or is she hiding her away for reasons known only to her? Let's examine motive. Lee's resentment toward Luna was no secret. She blamed her sister Poppy for introducing chaos into her life, and Luna, as Poppy's daughter, was a living reminder of the past Lee tried so desperately to erase. Her disapproval of Luna's relationship with RJ only added fuel to the fire. Lee has always been calculating, unflinching, and fiercely controlling. Could jealousy or shame have driven her to eliminate her niece? Or, alternatively, could Lee have staged Luna's death to keep her out of harm's way? There were whispers of Luna being targeted, possibly drugged, in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. With the Spencer family drama spiraling, and the shocking revelation that Bill may be Luna's father, Lee may have feared that Luna was in over her head. Faking her death could be Lee's twisted way of saving her from further scandal and of reclaiming control over a situation slipping through her fingers. The mystery deepened when RJ began digging. Refusing to believe Luna was truly gone, he confronted Lee, only to be met with cold defiance. But when he sneaked into the hospital record system, he discovered a troubling truth. There was no death certificate filed, no coroner's report. In fact, Luna's patient file ended abruptly, as if someone scrubbed it clean. Add to this the fact that a nurse anonymously tipped off Steffi, claiming she'd seen a heavily bandaged woman wheeled into a locked wing of the hospital. She wasn't registered as a patient, and her room was guarded. Steffi, already suspicious of Lee's erratic behavior, began her own investigation, pulling Thomas into the fold. Thomas, ever the schemer, suggested a terrifying possibility. What if Lee didn't kill Luna, but is keeping her prisoner? And then there's Grace, Luna's estranged grandmother, who returned to town with her own agenda. She cornered Lee in an explosive confrontation, demanding to see Luna's body. But Lee snapped. She's gone, and that's all you need to know. Grace's instincts told her something was off. Now she's teaming up with Bill, desperate to uncover the truth. Bill, shaken by the possibility that Luna is his daughter, is refusing to accept her death without proof. In a soap opera twist, straight out of a thriller, it's now believed that Lee may be hiding Luna in the hospital's abandoned psych ward, a place few remember and fewer dare enter. Security footage from the basement level shows Lee entering with supplies, but never a patient in sight. Could Luna be sedated and held against her will? Fans are buzzing with theories. Some believe Lee is using medical sedatives to keep Luna unconscious, convinced that her niece needs to be purged of Poppy's influence. Others speculate that Luna may have awakened and is being gaslighted by Lee into thinking the outside world is too dangerous to return to. One haunting theory even suggests that Lee has told Luna everyone she loves, including RJ, has moved on. RJ, devastated and confused, has begun to spiral. He's lashed out at Zend, accused Steffi of covering for Lee, and has even started leaning on Paris, who has her own complicated history with the Forrester men. His grief has turned to obsession, and that obsession may be the key to unlocking this sinister mystery. Meanwhile, Poppy is falling apart. She's begun questioning her own choices, from her past with Bill to her decision to let Lee into Luna's life. But Poppy may know more than she's letting on. Was there a part of her that suspected Lee might do something drastic? And if so, is her silence complicity or protection? In the next week's episodes, all signs point to a dramatic confrontation. Thomas and Steffi are set to break into the sealed hospital wing. Bill is preparing legal action to seize hospital records. And Grace, armed with old connections in the medical board, is pressuring the hospital director to investigate Lee. But the most explosive moment may come from Luna herself. A voice, faint and distant, was overheard calling out during a late-night hospital shift. "Help! RJ!" a nurse reported. Could Luna be waking up? Could her cries crack the twisted world Lee has built? One thing is certain, in the world of the bold and the beautiful, no one stays dead forever. But when secrets like this explode, they leave devastation in their wake. So, did Lee kill Luna in a cold-blooded act of family vengeance, or fake her death in a misguided attempt to save her from scandal and heartbreak? Either way, Lee has crossed a line she may never return from. Her obsession with control, her disdain for her sister's legacy, and her warped view of protection have made her one of the most dangerous women in Los Angeles. And Luna? If she's alive, the day she escapes may just blow the entire Forrester Spencer Finnegan world apart. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.